Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is having a great day. Before you come into the chat, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video. So, I do have another thrift that I did pick up. I think I did it on Saturday, and it's been out in my car, so I decided to bring it in and share with all of you guys as I normally do. We still have a little snow on here in Indiana, but it is cold and hopefully that will melt just in time for the next system. Hey, Romel, welcome in. So, gotta love that snow, right? Because you're going to get it anyway. So, it's good to see you, Romel, and welcome in. So, like I said, I had this stuff out in my car since Saturday. So, I thought, and there's Rudy. I haven't seen you. Got peanut butter, yeah, downstairs. I do in the cabinet. I haven't seen you in a while, Rudy. It's good to see you. But I went out again and I was lucky because I normally the craft store is that peanut butter color hair. No, hey Joanne, welcome in. And I normally I hit a good the consignment shop. Hey, Ellie, welcome in. Normally has yarn, but you got to catch it at the right time. You look like Lizzie McGuire. I don't even know who she is. And so I did hit one. I got many different colors, and I'll show you one of them. I already made one. Romel says, I love the snow, but I don't think I will survive. Just love seeing it. Yeah, it's pretty to look at, but if it gets bad, it's hard to drive on. So they sold the yarn bags, and it's the good stuff. It's that Lion brand. Do you view the source live stream? Yeah, I can see the live chat. So this was considered crimson, and it's the most beautiful red. Haven't tucked my strings yet, and it's about that big. Yeah, and I thrifted it. I told my husband, I said, I've got to get down there because I'm looking for yarn. Well, I think there was like 7 of these Lion brand skeins in a bag for $7 and something. So that equaled what, $1 a piece for really good quality yarn. I'll take that all day long. But yeah, this is it's crimson. It's the most beautiful red. Yes, it is, Joanne. And I was looking around and I seen him bring the card out. And I said, oh my gosh, look at that yarn. And I walked right over there with him. And I've got several different colors because it was just too good to pass up. But it is the softest. And then I automatically chose red and I made one immediately. So this is the red. Also, I'm going to make this in, this is mine. And as you can see the color, you know why. And I thrifted this as well. It's about the same brand. And I got to hey, Kirsten, welcome in. And I got to a certain point, guys, and I ran out of this. So I had to put my thinking cap on. So we ended right around in here. So I did have some yarn that had a similar color in it. So that's what I did. And this one's a little bit smaller, but it is pink and gray. So this is mine, and I'm going to make it. I think it would be really cute into a newsboy's cap with a bill on it. But I just love the color, so this one will absolutely be mine. So there's that. But the yarn was brand new. It had no odor to it. And I more or less cleaned up. So I've got crimson, blue, cream color, a gray mingled, and a rust color, mingled rust. So, for $1 a skein and to buy it in a bag and it was totally clean and brand new, I thought, well, maybe a craft store went out and I just happened to be there. Imagine that. When that came out and I went right to it. So that was a blessing. So it is thicker. It's what I would consider winter weighted. And so it's just perfect. And naturally, I sit down and get busy. And also, there will be some new styles coming. Not only is the yarn a good price, I have patterns on there. And this will be another style that is coming up. I do have the his and hers that match. This is like a camel color with black flecks in it. And then I put a little pom-pom on there. I know everybody, that's not their thing, but I thought it was cute, so I put it on there. Thank you, Kirsten. But this is a his and her. Now, this is unisex. This could be worn by a male or a female. And I think it was Lion Brand, and it was brand new. And I was able to get 2 hats and a little pom-pom out of the same skein. I was a little concerned there for a while, guys, because it was getting close. Thank you, Kirsten. I thought the sets were really cute. Great gift ideal. Everyone likes handmade items. So, anyway, I did pick up some of these wine glasses. And the reason why I picked them up is because they are colors. This is a purple. And the colors of glass seem to really sell really well. So I picked these up. And here is like a yellowish amber color to add a little bit of color to your decor, right? These are real good quality too. So always, if I see them, I always just pick them up. And then we have the beautiful blue. And then we have 2 more. I guess these are considered martini glasses. And here's this one. Hey, Clint, welcome in. I see you have a Santa, and there's Chew, and thank you for coming in. And there's the most beautiful, it's like a little bit lighter than the other blue, and I thought it was beautiful. And there's Doug, welcome in. But wait, there's another color. So, and guys, I know what sells, and I'm more than happy to accommodate that. So here we have yet another color. And the racy red, as I call it. Then we have the red. So we have a, hey, Mama Chola, welcome in. And Jamie, your hat, honey, is on its way, sweetheart. You said, gosh, Grandma was slow, but she was old too, right? Y'all know how I didn't say I was the fastest gun in the West. But it is on its way just in time for the winter. So, I'm going to have to turn that. I've got a little space heater up here. And thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate that. But I think this color right here is just absolutely stunning. So being that I know what people like, I just went ahead and picked it up. Let's put it over here away. So I was telling the chat earlier that I did luck into some yarn. This set is for sale. It is a his and hers. Now, this is unisex. It can be either or, but this is a new pattern. And then, of course, here's mine, and you know why. That's kind of my patchwork when I kind of thought, oh Lord, I just run out of my yarn is running low. So I put my thinking cap on, and there's Minnie. And I had some yarn that I felt like would mesh, and evidently it did because here we have it. And this one is much smaller, but this one is mine. I'll wear it one of these days. I guess when I'm having a bad hair day. So, but yes, I do have this. We'll go over them again. This is Crimson, and it is Lion brand. It is the best. And for what I paid for it, I got several colors. There were 7 in a bag. It averaged out to be $1 a piece, and you can't beat that with a stick, right? It's all about being in the right place at the right time. So, I will be having some Christmas items as well. So, Christmas is close, but it has, oh gosh, guys, look what I found. You want to talk about fabulous? Look at that. Someone made this and did a heck of a job. I mean, you could hang it on a wall or whatever, but I thought it was fabulous. And it does have the little, someone made this, and I seen it and just fell in love with it. I don't wear a lot of purple, but isn't that pretty? Someone made that complete with the little floppy back here, and I thought it was beautiful, and it's purple. So someone crafted it. I could tell it's not, this wasn't made like this. Someone put it together, but I thought it was fabulous. It was just right up my alley. Like I said, it could be a wall hanging. You could hang it as a wall hanging, or you could wear it. And I seen it and I was automatically drawn to it. So I thought it was adorable. So there's that. Me and my hats, right? Well, thank you, Minnie. I'm not really one to wear a lot of hats, but every now and then. So, as I was saying, I will have Christmas items, and here is one of them that I thought was adorable, and I picked it up. And like I said, I know it's close to Christmas, and it says, Santa, stop, please. And it does stand up, and there's his little face. And he stands just like that. So a lot of this, if you want to get Christmas is not here yet, so don't forget that. So there it is. And Mama Chola loves hats as much as I do. And I thought he was adorable. I know Santa stop here, but I thought it was really cute and the price was right. And I thought, why not? So there's that one. I better not block my internet. So this I absolutely loved when I seen it. It just, look at this, guys. Now, is that cute or what? Isn't that adorable? Isn't that cute? It's not a topper. It sits like on a table or something. And look at that fabric, guys. Is that not beautiful? And of course, my motivation. Isn't she cute, Joanne? Because of the pink, and I was automatically drawn to her. And I thought she was adorable. and she's in really good shape. That isn't that beautiful? And I seen that and I said, "Oh my goodness, I must have her." And she's in really good condition, guys. So we'll put her over there with the other one. And like I said, this isn't a real big one. Looky, whoa. Looky what I got, guys. I know how y'all felt whoops about jewelry boxes. So naturally, the opportunity presented itself, and I picked it up because I know how you guys like your jewelry boxes. Yes. They said, here she is teasing us. I got a whole bunch. Thank you for the hearts. I got a hey, Clayton, welcome in. Clayton is new. If everyone will give him a warm welcome, I would appreciate it. And welcome, Clayton. It's good to see you. Always love to see the regular faces and the new ones as well. Gosh, I bought so many pins, it's not even funny. But of course, I'm going to buy a jewelry box. Shoot. It does need to be cleaned up, and I'll show it to you. I don't think this is an old one, guys, but it is very well made. And it does need some cleaning. You open the box, you have a mirror. And this feature right here, well, right here, you hang your necklaces here, guys, and I'm just going to let these come out. And they hang down in there, guys, from the hook so that your necklaces will not be a hot mess, right? And you hang them on the hook and it dangles down into this here. It does have the ring where you can put your rings. And we do have drawers as well. This is not old, but it's so well made that I had to get it. The price was right. There are a few imperfections. It is, Joanne. I seen it and I said, like, I got to bring that home with me. That is just too good not to bring it. And I know you guys like them, and got to be smarter than a jewelry box to put the things in there. But it does require some cleaning, and I normally do that. I don't know what wood that is. And there's Lenore. Welcome in, sweetheart. And I thought, I don't think I've ever had a jewelry box that has not sold. So therefore, and I will clean it up. It just needs a little TLC. I'm not sure what the wood is. You do have the mirror that's a little on the nasty side, but I'll clean that up. And it does have a few little scuffs. There's one there that could be covered over very easily, but I bought it because of a few features that it had, and it was well constructed. And there's Bruce. Welcome in. So naturally, I'm going to buy it. I mean, I think there could be some fine tuning done on the metal part, but for all in all, it's really nice. A little touch up here or there, and you're good to go. And it is vintage. To me, it reminds me of something from maybe the 60s or the 70s. And there's your wood grain right there. And there's your back. And it almost looks like a piece of furniture to me. And where's my measuring? Aha! Look at that. Look at me being able to find something. Imagine that. So it looks to be about 10 inches tall by about 8.5 inches wide. I think I think this is quality and I can tell, so I just picked it up. For those who have a bedroom that may be in this tone right here, this would be perfect. Like I said, it's got a few marks on it, but maybe where there was a lot of lifting going on, but it's still beautiful. And if I knew wood, then that would help. And thank you, Lenore, for doing that for me. So this is going up. This will absolutely be going up. I'm not going to, I think when you add everything up, it gets crazy. And I sold some glasses at the last auction, so I'm getting ready to wrap those up. And I usually do a certain thing, and I'm like, OMG, where is that 10th glass? And I told my husband, I said, I didn't move anything out. So I went back to the consignment store, and the lady came out and she goes, Hey, I've got your cup. And it's 22 days until Christmas, your glass. So I was able to, and thank you, Clayton. That's very important. I appreciate that. Thumbs up, everyone. Thumbs up and thank you. And she goes, Oh, I forgot to put this in your stuff. And there it was. And I had already sold them. But then I had number 10, so I was able to get everything in that box and shipped out. And there's nephew Troy. And I'm like, I told my husband, I said, I know they left that out. They had to have. And lo and behold, I got it back. So miracles do. Oh my gosh, you have got to see this one special. Now, this one is magnificent. And thank you for the hearts. Look at that. Look at that wavy glass on the bottom. Isn't that something? And they only had one of them. And I thought, thank you, Lenore. And I said, with the decorative appeal to it and that glass done like that, I said I just couldn't leave it behind. So I did get it. So, and this is vintage. It is marked as such. And I thought it was beautiful. So I picked it up. Probably, I imagine the goblet. Wait a minute. It's got a name on it. I'm going to have to call and get my contacts because this pair is really stinking about now. It's got a name on it. And let me see if I can find my, let's see. So if you guys have any berets on your wish list or anything, let me know. Because I am really fast at making these. It's bad to have bad contacts in that need to be changed. So this is, well, duh, there's a magnifier right there. I said if it had been a snake, it'd bit her, right? So here's what we're going to do. Here is my eyes for the afternoon. So this is Royal Danbu handcrafted crystal Romania. So this was special, guys. RD Royal DA Royal Danbu, and it still has a sticker on it, and it was crafted in Romania. So I wish I could have got more of these, but I think this may be a specialty. But isn't that gorgeous? I'm sure that first the goblet or wine glass itself was created, and the purple Wavy glass was added after the fact, and that took some doing, guys. I mean, that took some doing to get that to look that way, and I thought it was beautiful. So naturally, it I would have loved to have had at least four, but hey, you know, I will take one any day. This over here because because I thought it was that good. So, and yes, we will have a lot of Christmas pins. For example, this will be one of them. It is a brooch, it is a Santa. And now we have an angel. I mean, these are good size, guys, and they're heavy. They're good quality. I don't think they're marked. I didn't see any markings on it. Then this one is really neat. And there's that, the snowman with the little snowflake inside of his little belly there. And he is a double, he has two little pins on him right there. Who we, oh, sorry, Leslie McNeil. I think I saw her a few days ago. I get kind of concerned, when we don't see the normal people in the chat, and you kind of think, you wonder about them. And is this not cute? It says, friends are the greatest gift. Isn't that adorable? And it's got little jingle bell on the middle. But I thought that was absolutely adorable. Jingle cat. I don't know. I haven't got my scarf yet. I can't wait. That was such a lovely gift from Leslie. Okay, honey, it should be en route because it went out. If I'm thinking it was Monday that it went out, and I hope maybe it got a little bit delayed, but I absolutely know that it did go out. I believe Monday. And look at this snowman. It has love and joy. They had a whole bin of these, and I just could not help myself. I had to get them, and I thought this one was cute as well. This is like a winter scene with your sleigh and your horses. I thought it was very cute. I was talking to this lady. She was standing there, and she gave me, thank you, Mama Chola. She gave me a little basket. And here we have another snowman that says joy and love, and he's white. I thought he was adorable. And you know me, I never meet a stranger. I don't know, people just come up and start talking. Thank you, Bruce. And here is a tree. And this one does have little rhinestones on it. I'm going to construct me a Christmas hat. I don't think it's going to be crocheted. It's one that I already have that's red and has black lace on it. Probably weather related. News stated lots of accidents causing yeah, I don't doubt that many because man, you would think people would slow down, but then we have this beauty. Look at that. It's got the little rhinestone down there and the little glittery. I thought that was cute. Thank you. My poor husband, he had to work that night, and when he came out, he said Ford's had not cleaned the parking lot. Thank you, Minnie. And he has to walk a pretty good distance, guys, from the from where he parks to the building itself. And so imagine this, guys. They didn't clean the parking lot. There was not one county truck out. So my husband did not get home till 5 in the morning. And guys, he's not, I mean, I'm 61 and he's 64. And when you get older, you're not, you're not as, and he does have arthritis around his spine, and it's just crazy. And he had to, it took him till 5 a.m. to get home. He left at probably um, 3:30 and did not. Thank you, Mama Chola. And he did not get home till 5 a.m. in the morning. And really, guys, what do you really gain by working overtime? The more you make, the more they take. So I'm like, that was crazy. Ford's parking lot being like that. So there's Jingle and the little bells. Years ago, guys, if you drove a foreign car, they would make you park way, way out in the lower 40s because they did not want that foreign car near within eye shot. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what difference does it make what car? But they did that, guys. If you drove a foreign car, you were not allowed to park. They had a spot specifically for that. So I think that was a little bit on the ridiculous side. I mean, what difference does it, maybe that's the only car you could afford, come on. And then we have this Angel, maybe that was the only car you could afford. Afford, no pun, guys. But look at that. Isn't she beautiful? She got the stones in there. And things are a lot different, Of course, the insurance is fantastic. But, and, he's got to work 10-hour shifts from now until they get off, until they release for Christmas and stuff. But, you know what they say about if you got a good horse, you're going to work it to death. And so here we have a wreath right here. And then we have the ice skater. Thank you, Bruce. I was just enamored. When I walked in there and I saw those, I was like, oh my goodness. Then we just have a little Santa face, nothing spectacular about it. But so this lady handed me a basket. Little did she know I was going to load it up. And I do meet so many different people, and I never meet a stranger. I'm very talkative like that. You're like, nah, you're not talkative, are you? I said, there's your blah, 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 blah. Oh, well, there are just some people, guys, that the people are drawn to. And I'm not blowing my own horn. Speaking of horns, looky here. And it works, guys. That is so adorable. Thank you, Mama Chola. Isn't that adorable? I seen it and I grabbed it. I said no, and I'm gonna press the button, but he will be up as well. So if you like this jovial little Santa, he will be up as well. He's in really good shape. You know how ladies they smell things. He does not have a peculiar odor to him, and I thought he was just adorable. So he will be going up for sure because I thought he was really cute, guys. And you know me, And then when you thought you didn't see enough Christmas, here comes something else. We're in that Christmas mode, guys. If I can get this off of here. And look at that. You've got your snowman. He's got the numbers and the glitter going on and the bow tie. Isn't he cute? Got the little swirly hat going on. I guess that's the I guess it's the Christmas countdown. It only goes 1 through 24. Oh, oh my goodness, look guys. His nose counts down the days till Christmas because it does move. Isn't that cute? It does move. Isn't that cute? It counts down. What's today's date? It is and this is kind of like one of those oh, what do you call that counts down the days to Christmas? Oh, what do they call that calendar? I can't think of it right now. So this is December the 3rd, guys. So what you would do every day that goes by, you would move his nose to how many days that are left. And I thought he was adorable. And here's his base right there, full of sparkle, of course, December the 3rd. And so as the days progress, you would move his nose. Isn't he adorable? Advent calendar, that's it. My husband, he, bless his heart, he's probably too tired, but I cannot stand a beard on him because it makes him look older. So I picked him up some razors, and it was almost like he was making an excuse. So this year for Christmas, I am going to use an elf on a shelf, and when he needs to shave, I am going to put a razor thing in the elf's arms or hands to remind him that I do not like scruff on a man's face. Now, if it's neat, yes, but if it's scruffy, no. I mean, when he was younger, he wore a beard, but I do not. Yeah, beard's okay, but not when it's. I think sometimes beards age a person. I really think they do. Let's see if I have anything else. But I think that jewelry box, I don't know what kind of wood that's made out of, but it's a good one, so I went ahead and picked it up. We got all this Christmas pins. I thought this one was pretty neat, something that you don't see every day. And that is a pin. That is a kind of a brooch type thing that someone may have made it. I don't know. And there the pin is on the back. And I thought he was adorable. And Ellie is home. I'm glad you made it home okay, Ellie. Did you get any? I think Ellie lives in, is it Ellie or Deborah that lives in the warm climate? It's one of them. And we did get some snow, and thank you, Lenore. But this is mine. Let me get it fixed. As you can see, I may turn this into a newsboy's cap. I think it would be cuter that way. And then you can always add a little pin to it, like right there. But this one's mine. So do you notice how she emphatically says it's mine? In Texas, no snow, just cold rain. And I may turn this one into a newsboy's cap. I think it would be cute like that. But yeah, This is my patchwork where I ran out of that and I had to come up with a solution. So I had some of this and I just added it to it. So I felt like, and this is the softest. Thank God where we live in New Jersey, the part of New Jersey we live in has no snow. We're supposed to get some flurries Friday night. Oh, snow flurries. Well, one thing about winter, none of us can escape winter because it's inevitable. But like I said, I've got different colors of yarn. It's all brand new and I got it for a steal of a deal. It is Lion brand. This red one. And here's the red. I think this would be pretty with I also crochet flowers as well. So this is the red one here. Of course, this is a little large for my head. And as you can see, look at the how what quality yarn this is made out of. And I love pink, but I love red as well. Bruce, I got a package from you today. My free gifts is the great sparkly ink pen, perfect for my work. Tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Time is the lighting of the Rockefeller Christmas tree. Yeah, that's a tradition, guys, that happens every year. And then in the state right down from us, they have a light up Louisville with the huge Christmas tree and a lot of lights and everything like that. And it's kind of, isn't it nice to go out during Christmas time and look at all the lights and just get in the car and look at all the lights and, drive around and just take it all in. We've not never had any Christmas carolers stop in, so I think that's something of the past. But I thought it was kind of a nice tradition to have people doing Christmas carols coming around, but we don't have that here. So, yeah, light up Louisville, which is south of us. They always have a big to do going on, and so. But yeah, I've got the yarn. So for those of you that want those hats, just contact me and I'll show you what colors I have because as you can see, I'm pretty fast with the crochet hook there. And I not only made those two, I made another one. Then I already had another one made before that, so I am pretty fast. So but I think they're pretty with brooches on them that kind of yeah, this time of the year is just there's something in the air this time of year that I wish was in the air all year long, but yeah, there is something very you just get into the spirit. Now, one thing me and my daughter do, we make homemade buckeyes and we give those out to different people and she gets to mix the peanut butter and the butter and the powdered sugar while I work on the chocolate part of it. And then you just roll them up and dip them in the chocolate and put them off to the side. I mean, they're rich, but they are good, and that's what we do a lot of. And sometimes if we have leftover chocolate, we'll do pretzels and put them on a baking sheet and pour melted chocolate over the top, and or dip some in melted chocolate, and then take white chocolate and then go crisscross across it, and that's why people gain so much weight this time of year. All this sugar, all that fudge, and all that the goodies in the fruit cake. Yeah, we usually try to. One year, it's been years ago, we had made a tray of something for the neighbors across the way, and he had four kids, and him and us in our yard has is pretty good sized, and the way they was eating that on the way out of the yard, and I'm like, oh my god, they won't have anything left by the time they cross the road. But yeah, they were just yeah. It's what it is, Bruce. Is you take peanut butter, butter, and powdered sugar and mix it together and put it in the refrigerator and let it solid up a little bit. One of my grandsons fussed at me for not making any fudge at Thanksgiving. Oh, well, telling you work, Ellie. But you take the and roll it into balls and refrigerate it. And what I do is I don't buy candy wax. I take the chocolate chips and about a tablespoon and a half of regular shortening. I do a double broiler and let all that melt together. Then you take the peanut butter and the powdered sugar and you put a toothpick in it. You go over, you dip it, then you bring it out and put it on wax paper. And if you use the shortening version instead of candy wax, which tastes grotesque, this is much better and it works every time. So as it cools, the chocolate uh, solidifies around they're good, but they are rich. A box of 12 of those is plenty for anybody. But one year I made some bourbon balls. Someone gave me a mixture they'd already mixed up, and I fixed some stuff with that. And they was saying, "You have any more of them bourbon balls?" I said, "Nope," because you have to soak those pecans in bourbon and for so long, and then you have to, it has other things in it. But I was given the mix. Someone had already did it, and thank you for the heart. So you want this? I said, sure, why not? And I just dipped them in chocolate. 12, I can't eat. You're not supposed to eat them all at one time, Mama Chola. You eat two here, two there. But yeah, they're really rich, but they're good though. And we usually like to make those. She takes some to work for some of her friends, and I take some to my hairdresser and different things like that. But they are good. But yeah, I'm in charge of the easy part because it takes some muscle to mix those up. There's peanut butter, butter, and powdered sugar, so she gets to do the mixing while I do the chocolate part of it. So there's something I don't like is fruit cake. I have never liked fruit cake. And I know that sounds terrible, but I never liked fruit cake. Now pecan pie or something like that, or pecans dipped in, caramelized with cinnamon and sugar, yes, but never fruit cake. Never cared for it. So, well, guys, I'm going to let you guys get back to what you were doing. Remember, if you are in the market for a beret or a newsboys cap, just contact me. My email is in my description. And if you're interested, I'll show you the colors that I have to choose from. I live in the fruitcake capital of Texas, like literally. Google that phrase and see what pops up. So, yes, if you want that hat made just in time for the cold weather, you know who to contact. So, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for coming in. That sale will be Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye, everyone, and thank you for coming in. Love you guys, and take care.